Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to the Salisbury Bowling Club here for what is now round 2 of the SA Super League season 2022. We are well and truly underway off the back of what was just a ridiculously exciting first up pairs contest. We come back for round 2, Spartans versus Eastern Raiders, that should read. Apologies on that one. So Spartans and Eastern Raiders. The Raiders, we have Craig Goldfinch as skipper and Kath Greenslade playing as the lead there. Kath pulling double, triple duties. She's played a couple of reserves games today and is also now playing in the league. And for the Spartans, we have Tyson Wilson as the skipper with Adam Black on the mat. So another really mouth-watering pairs contest here. Joe Schwab from Bowls SA leading this afternoon's broadcast. Joining me with a completely new commentary team. We've had a bit of a change over here. Young Charlie Hicks has jumped in. Charlie, how are you?
Yeah, mate. Going all right.
Fantastic, buddy. Thanks for jumping in and helping us out here. God knows you know a lot more about this sport than I do. So we see Adam with not a bad bowl to start with there. Obviously, you're part of the Chargers squad. How have you gone so far today, playing in the under-18s competition?
Yeah, we won both games today. Got up over my brother, so.
I was just about to ask you about that one. There was a clash between the Chargers and the Comets that was very much looking forward to, as we see Kath Greenslade with a great bowl here, a third game for the day, like we said. So she's got the pace of this rink in particular, played on it a couple of games ago, which is great to see. So a couple of wins to start, that's really good.
Yeah.
Adam Black here again. Coming up a little bit short. Tell us a bit about Blackie as a bowler. What's his strengths?
Strengths of drawing. He's very good. Plays lead for Grange in Premier 1, who are the best team in the comp. Yeah, good draw bowler. He can play his up shots when he needs to. Just all around good bowler.
Yep. Great. Just definition there. Great bit of insight. Great bowl from Kath Greenslade as well, as we watch Adam on the mat here again, getting nice and low. I think there's a few people watching that would love to be able to get that low to the ground with their knees without falling over. I know I'm one of them. So we watch Adam here. It's just he's given himself a bit more width, but coming up short, unfortunately. So as you mentioned, Charlie, Adam from Grange. Tyson from Grange as well, obviously both part of that fantastic Premier League side there. Tyson, or both players, have been a big part of the Spartans side so far in the SA Super League. Adam was part of the reserves premiership winning team last season.
Yeah.
And it's great to see him getting an opportunity in the league here, as we see Kath just turning over Adam's bowl there. And then for the Raiders, of course, Kath, one of our top bowlers from the country area from Riverton, incredibly well known around the traps, and Craig Goldfinch from Club Holdfast. We, of course, heard from him a few weeks ago. He joined us in the commentary box for the state singles finals, so it was great to have him on board there. Of course, he made the semi-finals, which was a great effort. I'm sure he's going to be looking to get the chocolates today in this big game as we watch Tyson Wilson here. Isaac, you've managed to find your way back to the commentary box, mate. Thanks for joining us again.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, I did manage to find my way back. Needed a map nearly.
We see Goldfinch here going on that tighter hand. Obviously has got Greenslade's bowls there to be able to work with, but he's going to slide around and get the first bowl past the Jack. Isaac, your thoughts on this contest?
Sure thing, Joe. It's going to be, I think it's tight. I think no matter what, Tyson's always plays very well with Finchie's just as well, just very solid. He's always going to be in the area around the mark. So I think it's going to come down to how the leads perform and whoever wins the lead matchup I believe he'll take the win away.
As we see aggressive weighted shot from Wilson there, able to remove one of Greenslade's bowls, but the Raiders, they still hold 2 shots here. Of course, the Eastern Raiders, they did sneak into the 4 last year. I believe they lost in the first round of the finals, so they might have played in the prelim. They were quite competitive, which is great to see, and the Spartans just missed out in the finals. So, but when we run through their squad roster in a minute, you'll understand why some of us believe they could be right up this year and be contending for a premiership. So we watch Tyson here coming in with a bit of weight again, going to be narrow, but I'm going to turn one of Goldfinch's bowls over as well. So they probably hold 3 here, the Raiders possibly. We'll wait for the official count. Big chance for Goldfinch here. He's given himself plenty of room to draw the shot out and around. Going to start a little bit wide there. So that will be 3 shots there to the Raiders to kick us off. So great start. Couldn't ask for a whole lot more. So we get underway here, round 2 of the SA Super League season. We will quickly run you through the other rinks in this matchup. So we've got Mansell versus Black in the singles, so that should be a great game. In the triples for the Raiders, we've got Flavel, Jeff Krebex, Noel Kneebone taking on a Spartans side, which includes Ben Bowman and Scott Andreasen, but Carl Chappelle, unfortunately, a late out there. But you can see why with those players in that squad. It's hard to go too far past the Spartans as a big premiership chance this season. Greenslade coming up a little bit short. Isaac, I guess it's all still pretty fresh, but a quick little summary of the first round. Obviously, there's a lot of action going on, but it all seems to be going well so far.
Sure does, mate. I mean, all the games got on and all the games got off. There was winners and there was losers.
That's all we love to hear. It's how simple it is at the end of the day. It's just great to see this competition being run and being won by someone in about 6 or 7 weeks' time. So we see Greenslade here. She'll be looking for a big correction on her first bowl. Not a bad correction there. Black, who, as you said, Charlie leads for Grange on a Saturday in their premier side. Not a bad bowl there, gets the first one past. Of course, playing 3 bowl pairs here in this game, in this rink. 18 ends. Great bowl by Catherine Slade there. Charlie, I want a prediction from you early in this game. Who do you think is going to win this one?
I reckon it's going to be a close one, but I reckon the Spartans might just get up over the Raiders here. So
Just sticking with you, mate. Blackie there.
yeah, I reckon the Chargers will get up over the Comets too. I reckon.
Did you? You would have played your brother, actually, did you?
Yeah.
Game before.
Yeah.
And just, Charlie, you've let us know how that went, but just let Isaac know how that one went.
Sorry, I need to be caught up to speed here.
Yeah, I beat him, mate.
Beat him? How many?
9 shots.
9 shots?
Oh. I don't know how long the car ride is home for you guys, but I tell you what, Charlie, if you don't rattle that off at least 20 times, whew.
I'll be hiding in the corner of the car, mate.
That is true.
Look, I could give him a shot, but he'd beat me up any day. So.
The joys of big brothers. So we watch Goldfinch here. It's going to be narrow and short, unfortunately, there. See what Tyson Wilson can do. Of course, we saw Jaden Zeller in the earlier game, who's a pathway jackaroo, and Tyson Wilson another one. So great to have another member of such a high-profile squad playing here today in the SA Super League. And on the live stream, it's hard to go past it when you've got these guys playing, when you pick of the ranks to live stream. Even though I tell you what, Isaac, there could have been live streaming Hicks versus Hicks could have been a great opportunity earlier today. We might have missed the boat there on getting some good views, I reckon.
Maybe one or two.
Watch Tyson on the wider hand again. Looks to be on a better track this time. It's just going to come down to weight. Oh, hard to tell from that camera angle. It might have just snuck in to be the shot bowl. Of course, Kath, plenty of experience playing as a skip for Riverton on a weekly basis, plus many of representative sides for region and state, so she's a great communicator. Knows how it works. Finchy with that stare. Can he take a bit of jack here?
Wow.
I'll tell you what, we saw a bit of that action earlier, and there's a couple of the Western Rogues boys, they're going to be having nightmares about falling through tiny little gaps, I reckon, tonight.
Corey had two of them in one end.
Did you let him know?
No,
And then ran. Let him know about it, and then ran for the hills.
No, he let himself know there.
Tyson coming up a little bit short there, so we'll just wait and see the number. So it's going to be 1 to the Spartans there. So the Spartans are officially on the board with their first shot. The Raiders still lead the way, so we see 3 shots to 1. We'll quickly run everyone through the Chargers versus Comets League matchup. Of course, we heard all about how the under-18 game went earlier, but in the league, we've got, for the Chargers, Craig Mills taking on Damon Edmonds for the Comets. In the pairs, again, Pedersen and Rudiger looking for a second straight win. They take on Davis and Hicks for the Comets. In the triples for the Chargers, Haynes, Forbes and Short taking on the Comets trio of Northcott, Gregory and Bodler. So some big names getting around in that matchup as well.
Doesn't sound like a premiership team there for the Chargers.
Who are they missing? Tell us, Charlie, who are they missing?
No, mate, we're not missing anyone at the moment.
I don't know if there's this, what spot do you reckon you can slide yourself into in that league side, Charlie? Maybe leading off or second in that triple side, or maybe if Rudy has a bad week, you might be able to put the pressure on him.
If Rudy's not in for a week, then I reckon I'll play leading the triples. But
there we go. You've heard it here first, folks.
But I don't reckon I'll play in the league very much this year
I
with
know.
that team.
We're not the ones you have to convince, mate. I'm sure TJ's wandering around somewhere around here. But I guess just on that, Charlie, how are you finding being part of the Super League, mate? Obviously, as a youngster, what's it like from your point of view?
Yeah, it's good. It's a good competition. Some great players playing in it, but it's just unfortunate that the Chargers have to win it.
We knew, hey Isaac, we knew what we were going to get with getting this young fella on the commentary.
Yeah, he's grown.
He's grown
2 feet over the last 4 months, and he's grown about 4 feet in confidence.
He's been out in the paddock with all the rain we had over the winter, and I tell you what, has shot up that high. Charlie, I didn't even recognise you a couple of weeks ago at singles, mate. You have shot right up. Obviously, the confidence has too. Kath just a little bit long there. She's just going to fall into the ditch. Of course, let us know in the comments where you're watching from, who you're supporting, who you think will win this game or our other league matchups. What excites you most about the Super League? Who your favourite player is? Just anything really. Get in the comments. We love interacting with everyone out there. Of course, still plenty of time to get down here to Salisbury. As you see Nathan Black on a good line here. Just about his best bowl so far. Plenty of time. Barbecue's still on. Bar's still open. Canteen open. Plenty of seating. Plenty of shade. There's a nice little breeze wafting through as well. And there's 4 top quality league matches being played here with 3 rinks per each match. Kath Greenside, she's staring this one down. Just depends on the weight, unfortunately coming up a bit short there. We'll quickly run you through one of the other league matchups. So we've got the Southern Blazers taking on the Northern Knights. For the Blazers, we've got Lodge in the singles. For the Knights, we've got McGorman. Of course, she's coming off the state women's singles title. In the pairs for the Blazers, Denton and Wilson taking on Smith and Brand for the Knights. For the Blazers in the triples, we've got Carter, Giebert and Maida. And for the Knights in the triples, we've got Dorr, Collins and Trenorden. So a big matchup there. And then we'll watch this bowl from Tyson Wilson. Isaac, what is it about Tyson? Obviously, to get into the pathways, Jackaroos, you've got to be pretty handy. What's his strengths as a bowler?
I think he's very consistent, mate. He's very consistent on the draw, and his upshots are always on a good track. So I think ultimately it's consistency, mate. Putting together good performances regularly is the things that get you there.
Whoa, Goldfinch just coming up a little bit short there.
Tyson's a player that you don't want to come across on a Saturday.
This is true. This is true. Well, out of Grange, mate, there's not too many rinks you really come across, is there? Their current statue.
Yeah. Genuinely, you just don't want to come across Grange, to be honest.
They are unbelievably strong this year, without a doubt.
Speaking of players that are playing well in the Premier League, though, Charlie, ask the bloke sitting between us here how he went yesterday.
How did you go yesterday, Isaac?
We got a win, mate. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Got a nice little, was it 38-10 or something like that on your rink?
I can't remember. It was yesterday.
He's too modest. Needs to take a leaf out of your book, Charlie. Set great bowl from Fridge there as we watch Wilson here. He's just going to miss through and clean up one of his back bowls there. So Goldfinch, he's in some good form at the moment.
Did well in the state singles too.
Did very well. Amongst a very, very tough competition, he gave it a red hot crack. Oh, it looks like if he's got the weight here. Oh, not quite, even just to turn that bowl of his own over. Not sure what the number was there, boys.
I think it was a 1.
Just the 1 to the Raiders there. So the Raiders, they move out to a 4-1 lead. Early doors. 3 ends completed, 15 to go in this matchup. The final league matchup of round 2 sees the Pirates taking on the Rogues. For the Pirates in the singles, it is Hurst taking on Closey for the Rogues. In the pairs, we have Krebex and Thompson for the Pirates taking on Hill and Zeller again for the Rogues. And then for the Pirates in the triples, we have Arbon, Hull and Gill taking on Arjun Bowden, Geeta Johnson and Nardekia. 3 of the longer surnames you'll see in the SA Super League, all in one triples team, but that should be another great contest. Adam here really interesting with his action there, really focusing on really proper and really purposeful.
Yeah, I was just about to mention that, Joe. It's quite a unique action, but it's the same every time. So I think that's really key when it does come to bowls, being able to do the same thing every time, just like Charlie. If we all can grow up to be just the same as Charlie, we'll be going places. No, that's a stitch up as well, mate. Just like Joe was trying to stitch me up all day on this live stream.
You wish,
Oh,
mate.
mate. I got you once. I think the biggest stitch up was you with our good man Dan Greenslade in the earlier live stream, folks. If you want to laugh, tune into that one. Can't remember the exact end, but Dan got Dan did get a call from his mother, Kath, on his mobile midway through the stream, and Isaac made sure to let all the viewers know about it. We see Black here. It's kind of a bit narrow again. Plenty of action going on behind us.
It's like just a bit of cloud cover the last hour or so, Joe. It seems to be just sort of sneaking its way through, but not 100% out in front of us when we look over at the non-domed green.
So we see a bit of action from the rinks behind us again. Yes, you're right. Is obviously playing under the dome and on the carpet. Does it take much for weather conditions to affect the surface, the game, or does it have to be complete polar opposite conditions for it to be able to affect under here?
Yes or no, I think carpet can play very differently depending on the weather, but for the most part, it's pretty consistent under here. Lucky that when it rains, it's not like grass. It would generally get quicker, but we are fortunate enough to play under a dome, so it doesn't get wet anyway.
Exactly.
Yes, the grass greens are running very nice today.
Yes, big shout out to the Salisbury Bowling Club. They do a wonderful job year in and year out hosting the SA Super League. So we watch Goldfinch's bowl here. Not a bad effort there. And as well as the City of Salisbury, their ongoing support of the SA Super League is something we could not do without. West End as well. Beautiful afternoon to enjoy a West End or two. Sports Centre, as you can see, the new uniforms looking $1 million coming through on the live stream. MGA Insurance Group and Spacequake Sports bringing you all of these incredible camera angles. And Isaac, I just want to tease the viewers a little bit. It sounds like David and the crew have got some little tricks up their sleeve for the coming weeks.
It does, mate. I'm not sure who was more excited, you or me, because when they did mention some potentials for next week and the rest of the Super League, it absolutely tickled my fancy.
Oh, we'll take the broadcast to a whole new level. Best lawn bowls broadcast in Australia, if you ask me. I'll be the most biased person in the world, but...
Especially when Isaac's commentating, mate.
Get this guy off. Get this guy off.
Hey, when you've got one of the top Premier League skippers in the commentary box, as well as one of the young stars of the game, you cannot go wrong, folks. So we see David in the background there, just making sure we get the best possible shot. Goldfinch watching this one very intently.
Bit narrow there.
Yes. Will it hold in and be the shot bowl, though? What do you reckon, Charlie? Who's holding the shot at the moment, do you think?
From here, it looks like Adam, but... I have a chance to make a number, apparently.
Not the most talkative kid getting around Adam Black, but you know when he's talking, he's doing it for a purpose. So
Well, he's close.
hoping his skipper Tyson Wilson can turn this into a number. Ooh, what does that turn it into? Just a 2?
Too hard to tell from this angle.
Yep, Kath's going to kick 2 of them away. Yep, so it is 2 to the Spartans there. So the Spartans, they move up to 3. The Raiders, they remain on 4. So 1 shot in it as we have moved 4 ends through this contest. Just getting an update on the overall scoreboard. As we see Anthony Exton over there doing a great job helping us out with that. Looks like close triples and a close singles game over the back here. So the overall scoreboard, as we see, the Raiders, they lead the way 13 to 10. So here I am pumping up the Spartans like they've got the best league in the best squad in the competition, and they trail early doors. Start here from Adam Black.
Yeah, cracking start from Adam Black there, boys.
About the best bowl you can get.
Of course, we will have our shot to the rounds as well for the first couple of rounds today coming up on our social media later this week. So, Charlie, I want you to really keep a close eye on this game, and at the end of it, I want you to give me what you think is the best shot of the game.
All right.
I'll leave that one with you. So we see Craig Goldfinch there, just taking it all in.
So far, it's Adam's first bowl here.
Ease up, ease up, ease up.
You got it. Sometimes the lead's got to get a best shot of the round. I always say the skip's getting it, but
Got to look after the lead sometime. Adam just pushing that one through a little bit more. So largely similar squads for both these franchises this year. Kath having made the move over from the Rogues though, so good to see her in the new colours and getting put to work in the first couple of rounds, having played 3 games. It's great to see her commitment to the sport. Obviously, with everything going on in the world, flexibility is a big important thing, and like most sporting competitions, we aren't immune to player unavailability. So a big thank you to Kath and everyone else for their flexibility. Great bowl by Kath there. Great second word. What can Adam do though? He's going to be coming narrow. Ooh.
Well played. Well played.
Able to. Is you saying that, Isaac? Is that because now Kath's bowl is in an easier spot to remove, or?
It isn't. It isn't. I think he really had to just give himself every opportunity to, like, you know, if there was no bowls there, that would have been a resting toucher. So.
Yep.
But it does provide a bit of opportunity for both, really.
Oh, Kath played it with an aggressive weight. Just going to be narrow though. Adam trying not to give too much away to the camera. Tyson as well has been a great competitor for the Spartans across singles, pairs, triples. He's done it all over the last couple of seasons. It's great to see him back in the silver and red, I guess you'd say again.
Tyson's definitely trying not to smile there.
Interesting, he goes on the wider hand this time. Getting their first bowl past the Jack.
Yeah, that's a good one there from Tyson. He just needs anything past the Jack. Cannot, realistically at this stage, can definitely not move forward.
Close here from Goldfinch.
Oh.
Gosh. Didn't need to turn much more than that. Probably does give Tyson a little bit more confidence to try and sit that bowl out, but he is in a bit of danger if Finchy can get onto the 2 blues.
He's close. Oh, a bit wide. Good effort there.
Well,
Another bowl on the head never hurts.
let's see it.
He's not 100% sure about this one. He's liking it though. The pace is increasing with every step, but just going to be narrow, unfortunately.
I think there's probably a tiny bit of risk with it, Joe, but I think the Raiders can probably play any speed they like at that, really. I think Kath's bowl will get onto the Jack, or probably at least will get part of the jack. Jack on the move down in that back corner. But at the same time, Spartans do have one of Adam Black's is right down the back. And they are only one down anyway, so.
Tyson not overly convinced about this one, and as you can see, probably with good reason. So what's Goldfinch looking to do here then?
Same as his last, mate. I think 3 feet onto that blue bowl of Adams that is shot. If he turns it over, the jack will spurt back for, I'd say, at least 3 shots.
Better, he likes it, he says. He says it's better.
The Finch man.
I tell you what, it's pretty bloody good, boys.
Great shot from Craig Goldfinch there.
That's in note for shot of the day.
Thanks, Charlie. I was just going to make sure you had that one written down. Oh, look at that. Just the way the jack pinballs around there.
Nice little slow-mo.
A little bit unlucky, to be honest, I think. If he hadn't locked onto that bowl there, it would have gone straight back for 3.
So that was 1 to the Raiders. The Raiders, they move out to 5. The Spartans remain on 3. We've completed 5 ends, so nearly a third of the way through this matchup. As we start it all over again. Let's see if we can get an update on this ring behind us here, boys. It looks like Neville Mansell with a 4-shot lead over Nathan Black in the singles. And the triples match is 3 apiece. So even matches all around, which we love to see. Hopefully we get another one half as exciting as our round 1 contest.
I think Nathan just got a 2 or 3 there.
2 by the looks.
Tell you what, if he's ever trailing, you can't count him out for too long. Of course, having a great season as well. Hasn't quite had as much luck as he would have hoped in some state event finals, but he's been there at the business end at pretty much all of them so far, so it's a credit to him.
I think it was 4 in a row for under 18 singles for him.
Well, I guess speaking of the under 18s championships, Charlie, how did that go for you, mate, a couple of weeks ago? Did you have much luck?
Yeah, I got 2 bronze medals. Got 1 in the singles and 1 in the triples. It's pretty good.
Yeah, and your thoughts on how the week went? Everyone must have been bowling well then for you to only get a couple of bronzes.
Yeah, well, got knocked out by my brother in the to get in the gold medal match, but I wasn't very happy with that, but I got him back now, so we're 1 for 1, which is always all right. But the competition was well ran, good greens at Lockleys, so.
I tell you what, Isaac, if there was a dinner table that would be bloody interesting to sit at after a bowls tournament, it would be the Hickses.
Sure would be.
Just wait till we play the comments, mate.
Kath Greenslade.
Oh, great bowl by Kath. Look at that.
Perfect leading bowls there. Almost.
Taking full opportunity to step up to the league match here. Great to see her getting the opportunity for the Raiders. Made the move over from the Rogues, like we said. And enjoying it so far, it looks like. A little bit short here from... Oh, no, it's going to get there with weight. Just a little bit narrow from Adam. But again, not far away from it.
Does give Tyson a good opportunity here, though, team. He's not normally one to shy away from playing with weight, but he's definitely got every opportunity to try and draw the jack. He could also just try and pop the jack or can get both bowls out clean. So be interesting to see what he opts for. Craig Goldfinch as well, probably wanting to change it because of how well and easily it is set up for Tyson and his natural gameplay.
Took what I was going to say there, Isaac.
Sorry, mate.
Nah, it's all good, mate. Legends think alike.
Hey, don't pump him up too much, Charlie. You're the star in this commentary box, mate. You take all the credit.
Craig Goldfinch.
Oh, Craig Goldfinch
What a
there.
cracker.
Perfect bowl. This won't be short here from Tyson, I reckon.
Oh, I tell you what, it's not short. It's halfway to the Northern Territory at this rate. Oh. Interesting result there. Obviously, as you can see, still 2 being held by the Raiders. Probably cut it down from 3, though. Chance for Goldfinch. Doesn't mess around when he gets on the mat. Steps up and does what he has to do.
Asking Kath if a little bit of a change-up is what she wants, and the call was yes.
What are we expecting here? Boys, wait again.
Yeah, AB's pulled him up to say they're both touches. He'd rather see him play with 3 feet, so looks like we're going to see a bit of positivity.
A lot better there.
Jack's just going to fall in the ditch there, so interestingly placed. As it's sort of, as you can see, the little white marker there on the line of the Jacks, so that does change things up. What do we think here, boys? Obviously,
It looks like the Raiders do have shot by the looks, if not multiple.
looks like they could be holding quite a few, you'd have to think.
I think I'll back Tyson into drawing this next one, I reckon.
Goldfinch is just going to come up short here, unfortunately. So like you say, Charlie, Tyson will likely back himself to draw to the ditch here.
That's it, boys. I think it looks like he's really just got to sneak past that 6-foot mark, and he will be the shot. So
It's a lot harder to draw on the ditch in synthetic than it is on grass.
yes, absolutely.
Oh, he's got the line here, boys.
Great
It's
shot there.
like he's got the weight as well. It's going to be the one shot to the Spartans there. Easy as that for a player the quality of Tyson Wilson. So the Southeastern Spartans, they move along to 4. The Eastern Raiders, they remain at 5. So not much in this matchup at all as we hit 1/3 of the way through this 18 ends. Of course, 2 power plays for each team still to be played. We saw in the earlier pairs match, both were played for both teams in the last 2 ends. So hopefully we might see a bit of creativity in this one and someone use theirs a bit earlier.
Adam Black starting us off here. Awesome start from young Adam. His brother, of course, playing the singles behind us.
They call him AB.
Well, boys, Kath Greenslade said it's a good lead shot by you, Adam, but I'll take this one. Thanks, young fella.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Exactly.
I reckon Adam likes it.
Not far away at all.
Charlie's probably got good reason to like it, I reckon, if he can find this gap.
Oh.
Stop it. What a great shot from Adam Black.
And he snatches that back and said, anything you can do, I can do better back.
All we need is here for Kath Greenslade to draw the shot again, and we've got some cracking lead bowling happening here. Isaac, you said it off the top, mate. This match could come down to whoever wins the battle of the leads, and at the moment it's a pretty even split. Kath going quite aggressive there.
That was a lot like that indoor indoor bowls shot that went absolutely viral.
Yep. I reckon I know the one you're talking about.
I honestly can't give much more information than that. Outside of that indoor bowl that went viral. Oh, three
Adam
absolute
Black.
Wowee.
Wowee indeed. Charlie, which one of them do you pick as the best three? The best one out of the three?
I reckon the last one, because he gave me a little wink after it, I reckon.
Oh, I love that.
That's a great call. Kath going with the weight again. Does she have the line? Oh, not quite. Definitely would have changed things up there if she could have made contact. Adam trying just to keep it calm. Charlie, you know,
Play it cool.
this is always the most enjoyable part as a commentator when they walk past the middle. You can just see when they're getting in around the cameras. It's just cruising down.
Tyson's got a real nice shot on here, boys. If he can get up on the forehand, which he did line up on the forehand, but it's now changed to the backhand. But he can sit Kat's bowl through for 4. Potentially just going to go for a little bit of cover to start him off.
What are we thinking? Weight here from Goldfinch, possibly?
I think it's hard. I think you've got to back yourself into what you prefer, mate. If he can draw another, or he's only got to turn Kath over. He turns Kath up onto a running surface and she'll be shot.
Oh, he had the line there early. Turning in quite hard, of course. More customary, wider hand. That, I guess, outer side, you'd say, away from us, the commentary box. I think Tyson attempting to remove Kath's bowl there, but not quite coming up with it.
I think Craig Goldfinch play something similar weight here. Can turn Kath through now. Squeeze the jack out to his first shot. Tell you what, he's on a very good track.
He's very close.
Boys, hold on a minute. Oh.
Could be enough. Could nearly be enough.
Yeah, it's touch and go for that shot bowl.
Adam says they still got it.
Tyson on the forehand, looking to sit Kath's bowl through for 3, if not 4. If he sticks around for 4. Just needs to hang on.
Oh, he might even give it a nudge closer, not quite. Talk us through the conversation there, boys. Translate that one for
Looks
us.
like he's just playing the exact same shot, but on the forehand. 2 or 3 feet over, turning Adams, that middle bowl there, just looking to turn that through the jack. Not far away.
Here we go. Shot.
Oh, wow.
That's stiff.
Yeah, quite possibly turns that into 2 down, I reckon, boys. Well, Kath removes 1. Removes 2.
Maybe a bit less weight would have got it done, but
Not far off at all. So that is 2 shots to the Spartans there, boys. They take the lead 6-5 as we complete 7 ends this pairs matchup. Round 2 of the SA Super League. It's all happening here at the Salisbury Bowling Club. Bloody hell, it's just great to have the Super League back and underway. It's a special feeling in the air. The car park was full, rolling in earlier. Great crowd in. Plenty of spectators hanging around, which we love to see. Of course, we'll be back next Friday evening with round 3 matches. So stay tuned for the details of those. If you haven't got plans for next Friday night, you do now.
that one's going to be a cracker.
Should be good. And I'll tell you what, this young fella, whether he's playing bowls or if we get him in the commentary box again, either way, worth rocking up for that one. Adam opting for the backhand side here. And just for those who don't know, the Eastern Raiders are coached by Richard Law from Paynham, and the Southeastern Spartans are coached by Mark No,
Ken Holtham.
Ken Holtham, my apologies. And the South Eastern Spartans are coached by Mark Tonkin of Marion. So there you go. Great. A big thank you to all the coaches out there.
Oh, well played, Kath.
Look at that. Kath
Cleared the
Greenslade.
front. I think that's the hard part with the carpet, Joe, as you see there, that she's couldn't have played that much better. Got the jack absolutely square. But we see the jack going another 3 or 4 inches further, as opposed to on a grass deck where that jack would be pretty well sitting right with the bowl, probably potentially still touching.
And the overall scoreboard currently at 13-10 for the Eastern Raiders over the South Eastern Spartans. We will hopefully get an update on that one sooner rather than later. In the singles, we have Mansell with a 2-shot lead over Black, and the Raiders with a 1-shot lead in the triples. So the Raiders holding 2 of the 3 rinks at this stage. Not much in it, but leading the way early. Kath with not too far off with her second bowl there.
Such a smooth delivery there from Adam. Every time.
It is very, very smooth, hey.
I think Kath would like to hide the jack here. Behind her front one.
Yes, absolutely.
Kath likes it.
Yeah, nice change. Very nice change.
Good bowl there from Kath.
She sure does, Charlie. She loves that one. Some players may struggle playing 3 games in one day, but Kath Greenslade is rising to the challenge as every end goes past. We love to see the SA Super League, the best of the best, going at it week in, week out. Again, a big thank you to all the players who continue to support this great competition, all the coaches, all the volunteers, everyone involved, as we kick off our season 4 today. Hopefully many a season to come. Wilson's just going to be wide here. It's just... maybe just stayed in play, it looks like. Right out in the corner. Look at Goldfinch come up with. He's been setting him down very well so far. Not a bad home there.
Tyson asking me to try and get that bowl out clean. Must have, looks like 2 seconds. Potentially get Kat's back bowls as well.
As
If he gets it right. Here we go, boys. Oh.
Jeez, I hit the ditch with some force as well.
He can go quicker than that too, I reckon.
I reckon he can as well. What do you reckon of our ditches, Charlie? We've got the Super League signs in there this year.
Yeah, I did see that, and I thought you did all right.
Adds another element to the live stream rink.
Yeah. I haven't played one game in the live stream rink in my 3 years of playing Super League, mate.
Oh,
Mate,
no.
and we've told you the people who need to talk to you about that, as we said. Great shot from Craig Goldfinch there.
So it
Makes a little bit of a target though.
yeah.
It does. It's still got the opportunity to get him out clean, and I think it's still, he can still get all of their back bowls with it. Oh.
Far off again.
He will be pretty disappointed in himself there, I reckon, Tyson.
Like we've said, Charlie, I reckon if you get a word in TJ and Millsy's ear, they might be able to look after you. You never know. Otherwise, I'm sure your time will come, mate.
Eventually, I'll wait.
You'll get there. Craig Goldfinch again, coming in with a bit of weight. Ooh. What's he turned that into, boys? Was that possibly from 3 up to 1 up? Not an ideal result there. Not sure what the...
What's the comments there, like Isaac?
All good comments, mate. Everyone's getting around the coverage.
It's good, mate.
That's what we like to see.
We'll just chase up what the number was there. I think it was the...
I think it was a 1.
As we wait for Tyson just to
Was it 1?
update the scoreboard for us here. We see a power play is being played by the Southeastern Spartans, that is, and it was 1 to the Raiders. So the Raiders, they draw a level at 6 apiece. And as we often see, the team with the last bowl takes a power play. So if the Spartans are able to score here, their score for this end will be doubled, folks. Both teams have 2 power plays to use throughout the matchup.
I think when it's a power play and you're playing as the other team, you don't take any risks on when the other team's playing a power play. If you get a 1, that's good.
Whoa. Adam Black's had a good crack early here to start the power play. Might have just pushed the jack a little bit closer to Cass, but showing that aggressive intent early. See our commentary set up there. Big thank you to the Spacequake Sports crew for their ongoing work.
Kath Greenslade not far away here, team. She's going to hang on a bit.
Ooh.
I like this from the Spartans. Getting Adam on the other hand. He just has to turn his own over or sit Kath through. A lot of opportunity there as long as he's reaching. Never mind. Oh, thought he was going to draw the shot cold.
That would have been a cold moment if you ask me.
West End cold moment. Not for you. Yes. For you, it'd be a lemonade cold moment, but
Coke Zero cold moment.
Coke Zero. Charlie, you got a pretty wild lawn bowls regime, mate. I believe you run a few kilometres just so you can keep your lawn bowls fitness up. Is that right?
Nah, it's for my footy.
Well,
Yeah,
for here it's for your lawn bowls, all right?
Yeah, it's for
We don't mention the F word in this commentary box. Thank you very much.
Nah, it's all for lawn bowls.
That's it.
Better.
That's what we thought.
You have to get through a long day when you're playing state events, so.
Absolutely.
Oh, mate, I'm gonna go to the gym soon. Get like Isaac.
Get on Isaac's plan.
Yeah,
Well, Isaac's grubby.
Corey was telling me you just do push-ups in your bedroom at night.
They get a bit too boring though, so I'll just do some bicep curls soon. Just.
Bicep curls. Mirror muscles.
Yeah. Get big muscles.
Goldfinch here.
He's not far away if he can get a little bit of movement on the jack.
Oh.
Well played nonetheless. He's
Yep.
absolutely the shot there. It's going to be hard for Tyson to get that one out.
He's been within a whisker of turning a couple of 1s and 2s into 4 and 5s, but just has not paid off as of yet. Tyson's going to be narrow here.
He doesn't need to do much. He's just got to turn one of Adams onto the jack. If he does get Adams one that's sort of jack high, he can make his way back to the jack. So everything happens for him if he's up and into those 2 blue bowls. Craig Goldfinch.
He likes this one. He's chasing it. Is it going to hold its line though? No. Oh, not even quite sitting as a blocker. If he could have at least blocked maybe those couple of Adam Black's bowls there. Wilson going again on the backhand side here. Adam just asking for it to hold its line. Oh. Able to turn over one of Adam's bowls there.
Interesting what Goldfinch plays here, team. He could be a couple down to that. Well, he could be 3 down to that back corner. Does have the opportunity to draw a bit of a toucher down the line, or if he can sneak it through, potentially makes a bit of a number. So see what he opts for.
Of course, it is a super end or a power play for the Spartans here, so any number is a good number that will be doubled. Craig Goldfinch, though. Ooh. All right, boys, what's Tyson's shot here to get the biggest possible number?
Risky business, but from Goldfinch, leaving Tyson with a real good opportunity here to put the jack down that back corner. Can make 3, potentially 4 if everything was to go right.
Which could be 8.
Is this
It's a
super end? It is a super end, you're right. So it could be an
Good
8.
to see someone's listening, Charlie. Thank you for that.
Oh, he likes it. He
Just got
likes
to
it.
hang on for the blue.
Has he got it?
Onto the...
Oh.
It's all good, mate.
We'll just wait and see what the number is here. Of course, it is a super end for the Spartans. So Adam Black just hoping that if I can get one, it'll at least turn into a 2. I think Cath's confident that they hold it, though. One up for the Raiders, so they stave off what could have been a very, very costly end there. So the Raiders, they move out to 7. The Spartans, there goes one of their power plays. They remain on 6. 9 ends completed, folks. We are halfway through this contest. An update on the overall scoreboard. It is locked at 20 apiece from our last update, so incredibly exciting there. You'd have to think this one's going to go right down to the wire. Again, both ranks behind us. Not much in it at all, which is great to see. Of course, the Chargers and the Comets also playing under the dome for round 2. And then we have the Blazers and Knights and the Rogues and Pirates out on the green just across from us here. So plenty of bowls action happening. Start by Calf here. Good line, just coming up short.
Good line from Adam.
Well, boys, it looks like the super end light has been left on for the Spartans, so they might be going back to back here for super ends.
Probably just forgot, surely. It wouldn't be the smarter thing to go for a super end. But.
Why not? Tell us. Why not?
So, I reckon you need to take one at the start. So then, if you get say a 2 in the super end, you get a good separation from your opposition.
Yep.
And then one at the end. So if it's a close game, you can break away from your opposition at the end. So.
Yep.
And,
I like that.
There you go.
and always
Story checks out.
when the super end's playing against you, you always try to only get one or never play risky shots when you know.
Minimise the damage.
Yeah.
Just happy to go 1 down, hey?
Yeah. Or yeah, when you get.
At most. Happy
Yeah.
to go 1 down at most. Yep.
Adam
I like
here. He's off to a good start again. Great lead bowling here from Adam Black.
Awesome, Adam. 1 on the backhand, 1 on the forehand.
No body language whatsoever. Anyone who didn't know could have thought he just put that one into the ditch, but oh no, so the light has been turned off. It isn't a power play, we can confirm. I think you were right there, Charlie. We love that addition of just brutal honesty being brought to the commentary box by the young fella.
Here we go. If Kath has the legs here, she's on a great track.
Oh, not quite there. But
You go.
as you can see, her line impeccable there.
Mr. and Mrs. Black in the background
Yep.
there, eagerly watching.
Great spot to be watching Adam on the left and Nathan on the right. Oh,
Five of the 6 bowls there are all on a great line. It's not easy to do that.
Tyson just having a bit of a look around, just cruising. Nothing much seems to faze that man. Goldfinch, bang, straight into it with some weight. This is coming down with a bit of salt and pepper on it. Oh,
I reckon Tyson's trying not to smile. He's like, he's thinking to himself, don't smile. He's just got to try to get a well-positioned bowl here. Make it hard for Goldie.
oh,
Gee. I reckon Goldie's got to just try to hit one of Kath's front ones.
oof.
Here we go. He's got a bit of movement here, boys. Oh,
Oh, wow. Look at that.
well, presses on a Goldfinch here, really. I think he's one down. Just played 2 drives, so he's going to have to come through clutch here. Tyson, he's got 4-ish feet, maybe 5 feet to draw a second wood.
And last bowl, which is always pretty important.
Well, what a cracking shot here from Tyson. Puts the pressure on Goldfinch. He's going to have to just make his way underneath Tyson's bowl.
I reckon he's going to have to use just about every millimetre of the live stream rink here, boys. Great advertisement for our sponsors there. Right up to the core flutes. Great
Really clear
Goldfinch. Oh,
Great track. Was on a great track.
You might see someone hit the signs here.
No, we'll
Hot.
be right. We'll be right. We'll be right.
She'll be right.
slow
Plenty
motion replay
of
there.
room.
Oh,
Tyson do. Can he draw in another one?
Comes down to the legs. I reckon that's in.
that straightened up a lot.
See what the count is. It's 1.
And the measure.
Never seen a measure being pulled from such an area, but
Straight down to business, Kath Greenside. And I'll be honest, I'm a big fan of Kath, but seeing the Port Adelaide sticker on the
Oh, mate, it's great.
on the measure there, it's just gone down in my books. And yeah, don't want to say that I'm not shattered that they just went down 2 shots there, but we'll just keep the Port Adelaide merchandise to the side, thanks.
No, mate, it's great stuff, that.
So 2 shots to the Spartans there. A great up and down end there, back and forth. Probably would have been a good end if they had used their power play in the end there. But as we saw, not quite to be. So the Spartans, they moved to 8. The Raiders are on 7. The overall scoreboard is the Spartans 26. The Raiders 24. So that one going back and forth as we see Nathan Black with a trademark chase of a bowl in the singles match just behind us. He's found his gear now. After trailing early, he's taken a 15-9 lead over there. So
Oh, that's pretty fair comeback.
hard to see Neville Mansell overcoming Nathan Black when he gets his tail up like that. Great start from Adam Black here again.
Wow. Great shot. He's on fire, Adam. I reckon if Adam shaved off the sides of his head there, I reckon he'd have a nice mullet there.
You just got a fresh haircut yesterday, you were telling me, Charlie.
Yeah, mate, pretty fresh.
Said you were going to roll with the mullet, but thought better of it.
Yeah, thought better.
What are you working with under the cap there for us, Charles?
Pretty fresh fade, I won't lie. I'm actually a bit jealous.
Take the headphones off for a second. Oh, look at that.
What photo did you show him? Didn't you say you showed him an NBA player?
I showed him a picture of Zach Levine. He watched the NBA.
There you go.
And
Barber, make me look like this.
I tell you what, you'll be his height with another couple of growth spurts like that, Charles. Shot there from Adam. You're a bit of a basketballer on the side as well?
yeah, playing school basketball. But
What's your role in the basketball? We call it your point guard or just the outside shooter?
definitely not an outside shooter. Pretty good defense, but I don't want to talk about the shooting. But I'm good at everything but shooting, so I feel like Ben Simmons.
Hey, Ben Simmons is a whole new basketballer now. He's gone to the Brooklyn Nets.
Oh yeah, love that. Wonder if he played today.
Big trade deadline for the NBA. Love those off-season or even during the season player movements. We definitely saw a big off-season for the SA Super League coming into this year. And if today's anything to go by, we're in for a massive couple of weeks. And Adam Black, wow.
He is on absolute heat at the moment. This is honestly, I've watched a fair bit of Adam play in his time through the juniors, and this is the best I've ever seen him play. This is phenomenal.
He likes the cameras.
This is, yeah, you're right. It's probably a fourth or fifth end in a row where he's just putting on an absolute clinic with his lead bowling. Just the consistency has been top notch. Kath not far off again. He should just be happy to get in there in amongst it with Adam bowling so well.
Here we go.
Good fun interaction between the players there. We love that. As we see again, great grouping from Adam Black there. Can't ask for much more.
I reckon Goldfinch will be going for both bowls here. Getting both out.
What's Tyson looking to do then?
Trying to change it up. Make it a lot harder. If he misses, he can get back. But just play positive.
Yep, probably not a bad shot here.
Very nice.
Almost forces Craig to play it with more rather than less, I think. Can play an absolute horn with 2 feet and pop it back to Tyson to receive Finch.
He's watching it closely. Oh, it's going to go
Out of bounds. 1 down on the tee. Good result. 1 down on the tee, 3 seconds.
Yeah, a lot easier now. Made it a lot easier for himself.
Just didn't quite split it like you would have hoped, but you're right, boys. He's minimised the damage there. Love to see that aggressive intent in the 11th end here. What's Craig looking to do here? Doesn't really have anything past it besides Kath's bowl right at the back.
I reckon he's coming on, trying to get the edge of Adams with a tiny bit of weight. Sitting in there for about 2 or 3, just under.
Showing a lot of interest here, Craig Goldfinch.
Oh, he's going to push Kath up onto it. Oh.
He's got a shot on now.
Giving us the old double teacup there. He's not letting his emotions hide. Tyson not happy with this one. Shake of the head, bit of a walkover. Check out the other rinks.
Not happy, are you, Tyson?
Well, we have got a power play for the Raiders here, boys. So this is an opportunity for the Raiders if Goldfinch can somehow pinch this one back and at least get a 1 to turn into a 2 or a 2 into a 4.
It'll be interesting what he plays here. That last bowl of Tyson's is actually a really quite a good one. Hard to get that blue out now without moving the jack. But in saying that, he could just play something on the forehand, rip that bowl out, which gets onto the jack, which kills it. Jack comes back to the tee, or he can try and play some sort of a swinger on the backhand, clearing Tyson's last one.
He'd even play a forehand swinger onto...
Yes, yep. It's all locked. That front one is locked in, so the blue one will move. Craig Goldfinch. Here we go, team. If he can clear the front.
Oh, you caught it, Isaac, that bloody front bowl.
One down, it's not the worst. That's what Charlie said earlier. If you do play a power play, you only want to drop one.
So
if not, get the shot.
So that is the Raiders. They miss out there, unfortunately. The Spartans, they take one, so they go to a 9-7 lead. Both teams having played one power play. I think we might have another example of the light just being forgotten to be turned off. But overall, 26-24, not much in this. Could we see a big second half of these matches? We've seen Nathan Black is starting to turn it on in the singles game. He now holds an 11-shot lead. As we see Jack end up in the ditch, so Kath Greenslade's turn now.
It's close in the Comets game. 2 rinks are close, but there's just one rink that...
Blowing out. Looks like it's the singles again, Charlie.
No, it's the triples. Hainsey in the triples. Singles is 8-8 and pairs is 9-6, I'm pretty sure.
I think the singles is 18-7.
Because there's no scoreboard on the last one. Score on the last one.
No, it's behind Hainsey.
Oh, I thought the singles was next to Hainsey. I thought Northcote was playing in the singles. No. It is singles.
Yes, you are right. 2 close ones and a bit of a blowout on the end.
That's where you need 4 rinks. Like pennants, but I like it better with 3 anyway, so. Works out better.
Kath just pulling her weight tight there. I mean, line tight, but her weight was awesome.
I do love this Super League. It makes bowls a lot more fun.
Yeah?
Yeah.
That's what we like to hear, mate. What's your favourite part of Super League?
Just love how it's like modern day jerseys and like everyone gets around it.
Yep.
It's good fun.
Getting to play with people from different clubs as well.
Yeah, it's like getting to play with people from different clubs. Like, it's good fun.
Getting to beat your brother as well, I would have thought.
Yeah, I had to get him back for him beating me, so it's only fair.
But that is the beauty of the Super League.
You guys would, no doubt, practice against each other very regularly. You do make your way down to West Lakes here and there for a practice a bit closer to home.
Yeah.
Often play against each other.
Yeah. I don't have a good record, but he gets a bit lucky sometimes, so.
That's right. Do you know, I was always better than my brother because I was a few years older. But once you catch up in age and you hit that 17, 18, 19 mark, Jack became better than me.
Yep.
So
who's the one playing in the Super League now?
And the other one just sit in the commentary box.
Hey, commentary box isn't too bad.
Kath just not quite finding the gap there.
You could say he's skipping in Premier 1 though, and he's playing 3.
Yeah, I reckon he's got me at the moment. He's probably the better player. I definitely don't want to play mid-singles, I can tell you that much for free. I reckon he's got me the last 4 times. We probably only play against each other maybe twice a year now because it's too risky for my ego.
Next time you play, mate, call me down and I'll live stream it, mate.
You'll live stream it, can you mark it? Like I marked you and Corey, the under-18s.
Yeah.
Deal.
That got a bit heated, didn't it?
A bit heated. I was getting a bit worried I was going to have to step in.
Ball from Tyson here. Not far off.
Corey being a bit pedantic and putting a jack on the tee.
Corey, if you are, I did see you were wandering around, mate. If you are still getting around, or if you watch this back during the week, we will give you the option of right of reply, one of the future rounds of the Super League, to get you on for some commentary, mate. We can't let your little brother rip into you too much without having the chance to reply. As we see a great bowl there from Craig Goldfinch.
No doubt he'll have a reply in the car on the way home, though. That be right, Charlie?
Yeah, Corey's just the best brother in the world, so like, yeah.
Lay the bay on thick, mate.
I take that back. I'll never say that about him.
So we see Wilson just turned Goldfinch's ball over there. So Goldfinch holds one for the Raiders at the moment. He's still got two. Nearly 2/3 of the way through this match, this being the 12th end, coming back towards the commentary box. So we see Craig Goldfinch getting inside, Nathan Black's bowl there. That'll make it 2 up for the Raiders at the moment. Great replay there, look at that. Fantastic action as we watch this one from Tyson. Can he just sneak it in there? Ooh. Not quite, just knocking his bowl further away, so confirming that's 2 shots up for the Raiders at the moment. So we see Goldfinch to finish off the 12th end here. The Raiders, they hold 2, they trail by 2, so we could see scores even. Goldfinch is going to be a bit wide here, so not really fussed. He gave it a crack, but doesn't really matter. We'll see. I reckon that would have been 2 for the Raiders there. We'll put that down as a 2.
Just saw a great shot from Nathan Black there. Making a 3.
I think we could just about hear it coming through the microphones as well. Doesn't hesitate. He's always good value to watch, young Nathan. As we see the Raiders draw level back to 9 apiece here through 12 ends. Round 2 of the SA Super League. Eastern Raiders, Southeastern Spartans. Can we see one of these franchises push for a real deep run into the finals this year? Kath Greenslade, of course, the team manager of the Jackaroos as well. Nice little fun fact for those out there who didn't know. She's definitely a busy lady, but plays a big role with our national team, who will hopefully be having a bit more action this year, which will be really exciting to see, as we saw Wayne Rudiger in action earlier, a couple of Pathways Jackaroos as well. Good to see SA being represented at the highest level as we watch Adam. Just a quick another thank you to our sponsors, West End, City of Salisbury, Sports Centre, MJ Insurance Group and Spacequake Sports for their great live streaming. Bringing this action to you wherever you are across the world. Let us know in the comments where you're watching from, who you think will win, who you want to win. How do you think Charlie would go? He's going to go in the car ride home later with Big Brother if he finds out the smack that's been talked on this commentary. Anything in the comments, let us know. We'd love to hear from you folks. So we see Kath just a little bit short again. Been a top-notch battle between these two leads, though. You'd probably have to say Adam just holding the advantage at the moment.
Yes, absolutely. I think he had that patch earlier where he was just absolutely destroying the jack. So I think he is taking the win at this stage.
Again, mate, you stole what I said and I didn't think it like, eh?
Ball again there from Adam. Scores at level, 6 ends left to play. Of course, we will have a full wrap-up for you of all the scores from today later this evening. as well as a full wrap-up story on our website, plus some photos tomorrow on our Facebook page. Some shots of the rounds later in the week, all happening as we see Kath Greenslade. Oh, you can see it in her body language there. Not quite the result she was hoping for. Didn't take the jack cleanly. But plenty of great content. And as you saw, the teams will be announced via our Facebook page every Thursday night. Hopefully you are all enjoying this coverage of the SA Super League, of course. It's great to be growing, as the competition grows, growing all the fun that we have with the coverage of it as we see Adam again.
Well played.
I think Corey knows. I reckon Corey knows that he's talking with a smack there. I've been talking with a smack.
He's standing up on the bank, pointing his finger. Oh, no.
Don't worry, Charlie. There's plenty of cameras around, mate. It's okay. He can't do anything to you here. Might just be in the car ride home. You might need to call an Uber or something. I don't know how much pocket money you got, but...
I think there's a train near here somewhere.
Might have to sub you out from playing each week and just keep you in this commentary box, I reckon, mate.
Mate, if footy, basketball and bowls don't work out for you, you've got a future in broadcasting, don't worry.
So we see Goldfinch playing some weight there.
Interesting. A lot more relaxed here from Tyson Wilson.
Good shot here. If he can make a turn or two out of the blue or backflip to the line.
Oh, is the blue going to...
Wow.
Oh, not quite, but getting a nice little collection happening there.
Depends how he can get it. Goldfinch almost can get all of these if he plays it right. Here we go.
Oh.
Zinging past the jack. He looks a bit disappointed, but he's probably got some better shots on than...
Look at the replay here, boys.
Rumbling.
Straight down the middle. Wooshka. Oh.
Never really got settled on the green then. It bumped a lot of the way.
Wilson just saying, right, if you want to take one of them out, I'll just draw another one back in, Finchy. Not a bad shot there from Tyson.
2 drives from Goldfinch. He's got to back himself into draw now. 3 or 4 down.
That's what we see here. Looking for the draw. He's on a good track. It's just going to come down to weight and whether it's going to slow up in time. Oh. He may have cut that down by 1. It's very hard to tell, but the Spartans could be on for a bit of a number here.
That's it. Tyson just needs to draw. If he does lay down Craig Goldfinch's last bowl, he'll make a 4.
It's big.
He's got a great track to do it. If he can hang on a little bit.
Oh. Wait and see the number here. 2. 2 being kicked out. Yep, it's going to be 2 to the Spartans there. So the momentum swings back again. The Spartans, they move to 11. The Raiders, they remain on 9. Overall scoreboard, the Spartans, they're starting to really push that lead out now, 41-28. Thanks largely to Nathan Black, who leads 24-9 in his singles match against Neville Mansell. So it's getting away from the Raiders a little bit here. The Raiders do hold a 4-shot lead in the triples though, so they're still well and truly in contention to take overall awesome rink points. Bit of AFL Live 2004 soundtrack coming over the speakers as well. The Bowls SA playlist. So we see Nathan and Neville there. Of course, Nathan, the first winner of the Andrew Smith medal back in season 1. The league best and fairest for the, I guess you call it the home and away season. So that will be another one. The umpires would have put their votes in for round 1 by now, and they'll be watching very closely for round 2 at the moment. Green slate opening for the backhand side here.
Pretty good start. Doesn't need to correct much for a second.
Isaac, I'm putting you on the spot, mate. Who do you reckon's going to win the MVP?
Well,
For
that's
the
a big...
year.
Yep.
Oh, that is a big one. Who's going to win, hey? That is a good question. Let me get back to you. Give me an end or so.
Yeah.
I'll have a quick assessment of who was picked so far and who I think has the potential to do it.
Like that though, Charlie. That's what commentary's all about, mate. Putting your fellow commentators on the spot. Executed that beautifully as we watch Kath Greenslade on the back end here. But if you're gonna put that question out there, Charlie, I will require an answer from you, mate. Are you gonna back one of your Chargers teammates in as we watch Kath Greenslade here with a beautiful bowl? Great stuff from Kath. Who's your tip, Charles?
My tip, I reckon he's a bit of an underdog going into it, but I reckon Mark Haynes has a good chance of winning the MVP this year.
He's a perennial vote getter, always in and around the top 5, top 10 of the vote count.
He's been in very good form. Last year I know he was in really good form, but Isaac can tell us how he's been going this year.
Pretty well, mate. Pretty well.
He doesn't want to pump him up too, mate. He's got to live with him.
He'll go back and watch this and listen to this tonight.
Big shout out to you, Hainsey, if you are watching back in a few hours' time, mate. Kath Greenslade here. She's going to be a cut across, unfortunately. The weight looks good again. She's just starting to wrestle back a little bit of control. Oh, big hug there for Finchy. Having a tough day, the young fella. Kath just urging him to hang in there. Of course, 4 ends left to play after this one. This is the 14th end. Finchy with a bit of a wry smile.
I didn't hear what he said there with his headphones on.
I know it's a little bit disappointing, isn't it? Sometimes the players walk past and they make a cheeky or funny comment, but these headphones, unfortunately, you don't hear much.
It's good though, for everything else.
That's all right. There's certain players who'll come right up and just sat right into the microphone anyway. Wilson just running into a bit of traffic. Big opportunity for Goldfinch here. Spartans lead by 2 shots here. On this rink, they hold a 13-shot lead overall. 41-28. Craig Goldfinch, not a bad shot here. You can just sit on Black's bowl. You happy with that?
Do you know what, team? I've got my vote. I reckon it's going to be Matthew Northcott.
Oh, the number 1 draft pick.
It's my bet.
What makes you think that, mate?
Makes me think that. I think he'll skip most games, so a lot of the wins, as we know, you get the credit when you skip, and you are 99% of the time they'll handball off the, I can't think of the word, but if you lose, it's not the skip's fault, but if you win, the skip takes all the glory.
But if you win, it's not the lead's fault, but if you lose, it's always the lead's fault. That's
Sure.
the way, mate.
Yep, that's right.
Skips love it that way.
Having
don't
the
they?
SK next to your name is definitely a big bonus to the game of bowls. Comes with pressure and responsibility, but you're right, when you can get the dub, brings with it some votes.
Yeah, I
Tyson's
think you'll have a lot of eyes on him as well, being first-round draft pick and first year in the Super League. A lot of people will be keen to watch him.
one of the co-creators of the competition, played a big role, of course, in getting it up and running, and it's great to see him involved. And yeah, that's a good tip there, Isaac. This footage and audio is now out there for everyone to see and hear, and maybe in 5 or 6 weeks' time we might be able to come back on that one.
We haven't heard your vote yet.
Oh, usually I don't give that sort of stuff, Charlie. I'm far from a bowls expert, mate. But I'll take a couple of minutes here and I'll come up with who I believe to be the favourite.
I'm liking the songs, mate.
There's a few little bangers in this little playlist, isn't there?
Yeah.
As we Just wait for the number here.
It's close.
It is close. Going back around. Lining it up properly.
Might be an umpire's measure here. No. Oh,
Yep, you could. Jeez, Isaac, we need to sign this kid up for commentary more often, mate. All right, boys. I reckon my tip for the medal. Simon Dorr obviously won it for the Mallee Pirates last year, who didn't play in the finals. So it shows that anyone can win it. I don't mind him going to the Northern Knights. Whew.
No one said Craig Mills yet. That's a
Yeah, I think that's probably where I'm going to lean. I'll take the easy option, I think. Pedersen and Rudiger are obviously two very viable options, but I think as we saw that in their game earlier, it's pretty hard to split either way who would get the votes out of those two. So I'll go with Millsy. I'll back the odds-on favourite as he usually is for that sort of stuff.
That's a good point, actually. I didn't actually consider Millsy. I think I was automatically not thinking Chargers after you called it, Charlie.
I think after Millsy's win over Ash Close earlier today, he's probably put himself in the box seat for
And he's up again.
some votes.
Up again in this match too.
Well, boys, there's a lot of pressure on this umpire. Can't imagine he'll be in this position too often. Having a camera watch his every single move.
This is when you know you made it to the big time as an umpire.
I'd be nervous, I won't lie.
I'd be terrified.
With the umpiring at the under 18s, mate, you're all right. So
You all right? Thanks, mate. Thanks, buddy.
Being a qualified umpire, Isaac, talk us through the instruments being implemented here.
Sure. So we just got a couple of chocks here just to make sure the bowls don't move, especially that one of Kat's. As you can see, it is standing up. So that one's probably the most amount of danger of falling over mid-measure.
Ooh. Take some nice, soft, gentle hands here.
So we stretch that one out between the between the bowl and the jack, sorry. And then we've got another gauge here. So these ones, he will widen them out and get a real nice feel between.
Huh. Look at this from a camera angle.
wouldn't you just love to be the umpire?
He's got a very steady hand. My hands would be shaking very much right now with these cameras.
I would have
So
not.
as we see there, guys, we've got a nice feel. Just going to make it just a touch bigger. Oh. There we go. So he's happy with his measure. Now it comes across to the other bowl, and we'll see what the gap is between the orange metal and the jack.
I reckon Adam's got it.
See there, it looks fatter on. Can't get the
Yep, it's
the
the blue,
gauge down.
the blue bowl.
So the blue bowl shot.
So it is 3 shots to the Spartans.
They'll take the power play this end.
Oh no, 3 shots to the Raiders. My apologies on that one.
Oh, if it was the Spartans, I reckon they would have taken the power play then.
Yep. So 3 shots to the Raiders there. So the Raiders, they go up. They take the lead, actually. They go to 12. Spartans 11. So back to 1 shot in it. Could we say both teams do have 1 power play left to use with 4 ends left to play? Or
Charlie, would you prefer to take the power play after winning an end or losing an end?
Oh, I think winning ends because you have to pick your length.
Yep. Momentum's with you a little bit as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
I like to take when you've won 2 or 3 ends in a row. You back yourself to win another end.
Yep.
And when you lose an end, you don't have momentum.
Yep.
The only thing you have in your favour is last bowl.
Yep.
That's only one bowl in the game, but
Interestingly, Isaac, we just heard the 15-minute warning there. 4 ends left to play. Will we get this game completed, do you think?
I think we're going to struggle. We might not see the last end out here, to be honest. And we'll need to race through this end especially. Fingers crossed they can get all 3 in, so it'll be interesting.
I reckon they might just sneak it in, I reckon.
Of course, for those wondering, you complete the end that you've started when the timer goes off. Is that the...
You do complete the end, mate. The end is started by the rolling of the jack. So once that jack has left the hand, you will complete that end.
Adam coming up short there.
What happens if the jack falls in the ditch? Like Isaac.
Oh,
That is a good question. Nah. So it's a good question, but the jack has been delivered. So whether it goes into the ditch or out of bounds, because it has been delivered, that means the end has officially started. So the jack will come back and it will be re-rolled.
great shot there by Kath Greenslade. Asking all the tough questions, Charlie. I like it.
Putting him under the test here.
Got sweaty palms now.
Knees weak, arms are heavy.
But I'm going to sweat it already.
So the overall score has tightened up a bit. The Spartans still leading the way 45-39. As we see it, how's that for a replay? Just the millimetres in that one.
Kath Greenslade, not far away again.
Ooh.
Makes a turn or two out of one of hers.
If it's got the legs.
Nice little
Start
slide.
here from Kath. The experience starting to come through. I reckon the tightening on the overall scoreboard is as a result. Neville Mansell is hanging in there with Nathan Black. 26-13, so still trailing, but not letting that margin blow out any further. Oh, that bowl nearly wanted to fall over.
Whoever wins this game.
Oh, that took an interesting little turn there. Just coming up a little bit short. Sorry, Charlie.
Whoever wins this game will be looking. We'll go back on Facebook and look back at this live stream and be watching this till about 1 o'clock in the morning, I reckon, tonight.
You reckon?
Yeah.
Charlie, speaking from experience after having a footy grand final live stream that we won, mate, I reckon I've watched that about 300 times in the last 6 months, so I wouldn't blame any of these players for going back and watching it. So we hear a bit of action behind us. Great Goldfinch.
Bit of Adelaide Oval music going on now.
Not sure if it's a real account, might be a fake one, but the Adelaide Strikers do apparently follow us. And Adelaide Strikers Spotify account follows our Bowls of Say Spotify account.
Big shout out to the Adelaide Strikers. Of course, had a fairy tale run towards the end of the Big Bash season.
Just came up short.
Wasn't that just a crazy, frantic prelim final, that one? Oh, as we see, the Raiders probably still holding a couple here.
That's pretty impressive though, Isaac. Getting the Adelaide Strikers.
It is.
Follow you.
I mean, there's no credibility behind it being real or not. We're not really sure. But there is an Adelaide Strikers account with a Adelaide Strikers logo that follows our Bowls of Say Spotify. If you haven't already, go and follow it. Quite a few bangers in there.
Oh, boys, this one might just about fall in. Yes, there is. Jump on Spotify. If there's any way to get you from playing bowls and playing bowls the week after is just a great Spotify playlist. Tyson Wilson, though.
What a great shot from Tyson.
Tyson Wilson.
They might get a sponsorship. Spotify.
If we keep plugging it enough.
I like your thinking though, Charlie. I like your thinking, mate.
Yeah.
Kids these days, they think big and it's great.
What a great replay. See Cats there. Sort of just was on its way to the jack and then just sort of curved away.
Oh, now I need to think about the shot of the day.
You do, mate, because you got a couple ends. You've got about 12 minutes to go, I reckon.
I'm still remembering that one at the start. I reckon it's still got the edge there.
Or can Craig Goldfinch come up with the shot of the day? Oh, not quite. That's his last bolt.
He said, no, not happening.
Loves it. I'm sure he's a man that will be hoping to get on and do some commentary at some stage of this season. Great player in his own right. One of the great characters. Free hit here for Tyson Wilson. Get around that front bowl. Depending on if it can sit on Goldfinch's bowl here. Not quite going to come off the correct side of it. Wait for the number. Kath believes it's 1 down, so 1 to the Spartans, but so it is 1 to the Spartans. So boys, we are level again. 12 shots apiece through 15 ends.
I can't fully remember the shot of the day. I'm thinking about it. But I know it was from one of the skips.
You'll learn that lesson pretty quick on commentary, mate. All about note taking. So the light is on at the back there, but I'm not sure if a power play has actually been used by the team here.
Could be a double super end, it looks like.
Yeah. We'll go with that, which of course makes this a huge end of the context of this game. Scores level.
I think it's a double super end here.
3 ends left to play, but will we run out of time?
This could be the last end. What's the time now, mate?
6:03.
What time did we start?
Good question. It's actually escaping me at this time.
Just like the shot of the day, mate. It's escaping me. I need someone to pull off a real good shot this end.
Even then, we've still got a few minutes until the end.
Kath Greenslade here. Adam coming up well short. She'll want to make sure she gets there.
I might actually be edging close to Adam's two bowls within that.
Yep.
Yep.
It's a bloody good shout.
That's my pick at the moment.
Of course, keep an eye out on the Bowls SA Facebook page later this week for your chance to vote for the shots of the rounds. Adam, great shot there. Of course, with the combined doubleheader, we may look at doing the best shots of the 2 rounds combined, or we will see what happens. So we see a bit of an update over there from the triples game in this clash. Looks like another double power play over there, quite possibly. The overall scoreboard, the Spartans, they push back out to a 48-39 lead as Kath comes up well short. Of course, the singles game is actually completed with that scoreline from before. So Nathan Black 26, Neville Mansell 13. So that one's done. Can the Raiders pinch back a few shots and just snatch an overall victory from the jaws of defeat? They'll want to at least get one of these rings. Can they get both and score an overall win?
My pick shot of the day is Adam's 2 bowls, and then he gave me a little wink after, I reckon.
That's my pick for the best commentary line of the season. It'll be very tough to top that when we put together a highlights package later in the year, Charlie. That will be front and centre. Kath Greenslade isn't going to be far behind. No, look at that for a shot. Look at that. Great run. Great camera angle as well. We love that.
I might go back and watch that one, mate. Might go back and watch a bit of my current commentary.
She doesn't give away a whole heap of emotion, Kath Greenslade, but I tell you what, she was excited about that and just deserved.
Bit fired up here. Super end. Need to be focused. Every bowl.
All these players know this could possibly be the last end. They wanted to make sure they used their power plays just in case they run out of time here. Tyson Wilson's on a pretty good track. It's just a matter of whether it's going to hold its line or not. A little deflection. What way is it going to fall? Oh, reckon they hold one.
Bit lucky there from Tyson. He'll take that though.
Look at this, great replay, the wobble, it nearly wanted to fall in, not quite, but I think that little lead it's got will just about be the difference. Craig Goldfinch, he's not far away either. Great bowling, all four of these players really stepping up to the occasion, and it is great to see.
Got to try to change it up here, Tyson. I wouldn't be happy with the head that they've got right now.
Gonna tuck one in there nicely next to Finch's bowl.
Great shot there from Tyson Wilson.
Ooh, Craig Goldfinch. It's like he's just going to be a little bit narrow. Can he at least turn Greenslade's bowl over? Not quite. Wilson's going to come down and have a look here.
This definitely could be the last end now.
Just dragging it out. Milking this clock.
Could be a few little tactics here. I mean, I think they'll have enough time. There's 2 bowls left in this end, so they think they might have enough time to get one more in after this.
Depends how Tyson feels if...
Tie his shoelace up or something.
Yeah.
Real night watchman, 2.5 minutes to go. Test match, late in the dark, facing a new ball. Sort of areas here. Bit of gameplay.
He might get a fake phone call or something. Someone might need to go to the toilet.
Well, here we go, boys.
Oh,
Here we go.
this is on the track.
Oh,
Tyson Wilson.
what a bowl.
What a great bowl.
Still, that second shot of the day, I reckon. Not just there yet.
Not quite enough to convince you, but that's a great shot. And look at this angle here.
I'll tell you what, if that's a game winner, that could be the shot of the day.
Talk about clutch. Bit of Zach Levine at the buzzer here, possibly.
Ooh. Bit of Damien Lillard.
See what Craig Goldfinch wants to play. I think if he can sit one of Tyson's bowls through, I think they're one down. I think they've got second wood. So if he sits Tyson's bowl through, he could make 2, which our understanding is that they have played a super end, so it end up being a 4, which would take them well into the lead.
Oh, he's coming in hot here. Unfortunately, though, it's not going to be on the line needed.
Get the mat and put it down quick.
Yeah. Kath Greenslade, I would have thought she'd be forcing that mat into Adam Black's hands here, but he's taking his time, the young fella. So that is 1, which will turn into 2 for the Spartans,
Who will they get?
which takes them to 14. The Raiders, they remain on 12, so it's a 2-shot difference.
The music has sort of stopped there.
Oh, the music nearly did.
What if there was a glitch in the system there and the mic couldn't get out?
Then we play another end, Charlie.
The last end. As we see Isaac Jordan trying to get a fly there.
I caught it.
Did you, mate?
Yep.
I'm pretty sure I saw the fly take off there, mate.
Yeah, I don't really know if I caught it, to be honest.
You're a bit like trying to be like Mr. Miyagi, mate.
Get the chopsticks out.
Adam Black looks like he played a really good starter. Potentially the last end.
Kath Greenslade. They trail by 2 shots here, the Raiders. They're down on the overall scoreboard. It's just not quite panning out for them.
So this will be the last
Last
end. We've just heard over the speakers that time is up.
And we have got the triples game behind us. They have started their final end as well, so they will complete that. We will fall one end short here with this being the 17th, but it is going to be a hugely important end.
It is. So it looks like the Raiders, it's going to be it is impossible to make up the overall, but looking for the rink win, they need a 2 or a 3. 3 would be ideal. 2 gets in the draw.
Rink wins do matter in this.
Absolutely.
Just like the song says, you've got to believe. Kath Greenslade, she's a believer right now. It's been a great contest again. We've been treated to 2 fantastic pairs matches today. Always a tough battle with so many good players getting around trying to pick which rinks to live stream, but very happy with today. Been some great lawn bowls action. Of course, stay tuned tonight. We will have all the results going up on our Facebook page. We will have wrap-up story tomorrow. We'll have photos. We'll have shots of the round, and then we'll do it all again next week. Adam Black here. Can he sit on Greenslade's bowl?
Wow,
What a
great
shot, Adam Black.
That is clutch. Last end. Holding, I think, 3.
Look at this
3.
replay as well.
He's a brilliant bowler, isn't he?
Charlie, surely that's got to go close to shot of the day. Clutch, last end.
I'm still taking the wink end. Because the only reason is this has left a bit of an open end.
Kath Greenslade.
Hang on a minute. Oh, she liked the look of that one out of the hand, boys.
She didn't need much more. Another 2 feet, I reckon. She would have sat that ball straight through.
This just needs to be... This is a pretty good shot here for Goldfinch. It needs to just... It's an open jack, but Tyson would like to change that.
Where does the 3 come from here, boys? Obviously we can see the Spartans, they hold the shot. Raiders was probably a second wood. How does Craig Goldfinch turn this into a 3 to win it, or at least a 2 to draw?
I think he has to do it with his last bowl. He's got last bowl here, so if he sets it up with his first 2 and then delivers with his last.
Yeah, I think backhand, he just wants to be just over the draw on the backhand, really.
Sits out Adams.
Yeah, sits out Adams, or he draws the toucher on his first to make 2. He's only going to draw a 3rd. The pressure's back on Tyson too.
Yeah, we saw Tyson come up well short and narrow there with his first bowl, so the door's open for Goldfinch. Unfortunately, he's going to be wide there, but playing with aggressive weight.
Yes, not the worst result. They do have the 3 backers, so even if Goldfinch just wants to put the jack in the ditch.
He's got 2 bowls to play with, so...
Tyson Wilson.
Ooh.
That doesn't really help the Spartans here.
No, Tyson does only have the 1 bowl remaining. What's Goldfinch going to look at? Great camera angle. Going on the backhand side.
Finch not showing a lot of interest.
Nah. A man who wears his heart on his sleeve. And unfortunately, he's just not quite able to come up with it. It's all going to come down to his last bowl.
If Tyson doesn't do anything here, you can pop the jack here for 3 or 4. Might be a come down to a wire.
He's on a great track here, Tyson Wilson.
He's got to get something past here. You'd have to think. Yep, they've got that back bowl here.
He could pop the jack, but he would come through and
get that bowl as well on the way through. Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, he's opting for the backhand again.
Here we go. Last bowl, Super League.
Take it away, Charlie. Call us home.
He doesn't like it. No. Unlucky there.
Shake of the head there. It's going to be 1 shot to the Spartans. They wrap up a 15-12 victory on this rank. They claim the overall win. Looks like the Raiders have held on by 1 shot in the triples, so they do take 1 rink victory out of this game. But an interesting day all round. I'll quickly thank the sponsors before we take a quick break. Big thank you to West End, City of Salisbury, Sports Centre, MGA Insurance Group and Spacequake Sports again. Cannot thank these guys highly enough for the broadcast they brought you today. Boys, big day of bowls, a lot to take in. Your thoughts on Super League being underway for 2022?
Oh, I reckon it's great. What was your question again?
It's okay, mate. You're excited. You're too excited. Isaac, from your position, mate, you've got to be happy with how it's all kicked off.
Yeah, absolutely. It's been a great first round. We've got round 1 and 2 out of the way. We'll come back next week on Friday night, back here at Salisbury. Just the one round, 2 games, reserves and under-18s, and then the league.
Yep, but before we go, we'll take a quick break and then we'll do a player interview with one of the Spartans boys. I'll see if I can just squeeze some words out of him. So we'll go to a break and we'll come right back. Welcome back, everyone. We've just seen the conclusion of round 2 of the SA Super League season. The South Eastern Spartans have taken the win over the Eastern Raiders in a thrilling contest in the pairs. Tyson Wilson, Adam Black getting the chockies over Kath Greenslade, Craig Goldfinch. I've got Tyson Wilson here with me. Tyce, that was a tough contest, mate. They made you work for it.
Yeah, well, we were just hoping to improve from my first game this morning, and it was just a tight tussle the whole way. Pulled together at the end. A couple of big shots towards the end, got us over the line.
Got to be happy with Adam as well. We were talking about it on commentary. He had probably a 3 or 4 end stretch there where he was no further away than half a foot.
Yeah, it's pretty handy when you have someone bowling like that leading for you, because you're never in danger of dropping a big number or anything. You know, all I got to do is just get behind, just cover the back. Don't have to do much else.
And your thoughts on the SA Super League? Another season with the Spartans. How are you enjoying the concept? Are you happy that it's back?
Yeah, I love it because I get to play with people that I don't really normally play with, like club level. So, and you get to see, what other people are like, because we get a lot of country players in, and we don't see much of them.
Yeah, and you've got a pretty handy squad as well. Obviously, the Black Boys, yourself, you've got plenty of talent in there. Do you think this could maybe be the season for the Spartans?
Yeah, well, we're pretty confident that we can get the job done with each game we play. So, as long as we perform the way that we can, we should be all right.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tyson Wilson, everyone. Thank you for joining us today. Big thank you to everyone involved, everyone that's come out to Salisbury. Hopefully you've enjoyed the couple of streams. We'll be back on Friday afternoon with round 3 action from Salisbury once again. Thank you.